Hi guys, welcome to Office Blokes React. I'm Office Bloke Dave.
I'm Office Bloke Mike.
I'm Office Bloke Daz.
And collectively, we are three things that you do that are illegal.
Oh, see what you did there.
Yeah.
Clever.
It was. Cleverest thing I've done all day, that.
Yep.
We are the Office Blokes, and we've got a gaming channel that we've been talking about for about 9 months.
Yep.
That actually...
That close.
It's there.
It's happening.
It's there. It's happening.
It's all done now. It's all done, packaged, oven ready.
200 degrees, 20 minutes. And,
We'll finish off in the microwave and away we go.
Yeah, oh no. So this weekend it should be, providing everything goes to plan, I guess.
No hiccups, yeah. Everything should be pretty much done and dusted, shouldn't
Should
it?
be no hiccups. Should be straightforward.
Yeah.
Yep.
Might even throw out a clip on the main channel to try and get people over to the game channel.
Yeah.
Just some of the arguing, a compilation of the arguing.
Could do, yeah.
There's going to be plenty of that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've just started.
So keep your eye out for that. It's been good fun to film so far, and long may it continue. Hopefully it goes well, and we do loads of it.
I'm a proper bad loser. I hate losing.
Really?
You reckon?
Right then, 7 things you do that are illegal. How do they know what I get up to that's illegal?
Yeah.
That's bang out of
There's a lot more
order.
than 7 things you probably do that are illegal, mate.
Just driving to work.
Speeding every day.
Yeah. Check my tyres. How fast was I going?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think this is going to be day-to-day stuff you do that's illegal, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so. It's got to be that you don't realise, and you think driving too fast would be probably one of them. But
Well, I think you know
everyone does that. You know. Anyway, let's do it. 7 things you do that are illegal. Let's do this.
Hey, 42 here. You may be surprised to hear that a lot of things you do that you think are perfectly innocent may, in fact, be illegal.
Nice suit jacket that he's wearing, isn't it?
He looks familiar to me, him.
You look what?
Familiar.
Imagine this scene. You're in a pub with your mates watching the game, and you decide to make a bet on the game's outcome. But if you bet over $2,000, you just broke the law, and it can land you up to 10 years in prison. This actually happened in 2005 when a cop overheard a guy named Sal Kulasi make a bet of over $2,000 in a bar. The next morning, a SWAT team arrived at his doorstep to arrest him and shot him through the heart. Number 2 is connecting to...
Yeah, because Sal Kulasi he was a upstanding citizen other than that one bet he did.
He was just getting ready to go to his job
He's a mobster who's blatantly been bugged.
I'm not sure that's a law over here, though.
That was US, wasn't
There's
it?
something about gambling in pubs, I think, isn't there? But I'm not sure if it's anything like that can limit.
I sit in a pub all the time gambling on my phone in the pub.
I think you can now.
Do you mean, but there is a bookie that sits in the pub.
Right.
I guess you're going to need a license above certain amounts. That's where it becomes illegal because you can't just set up your own.
Yeah.
Without licenses, you can't just set up your own bracket. Just
Years ago,
bets.
in the Moss Hotel, we used to play cards. Everyone used to play like pontoon or whatever, but you weren't supposed to play for money because the landlord used to be a bit sort of thingy about it sometimes. If he saw you playing for money, sort of thing.
Yeah, I'll have to find out what the maximum stake the bookie in the pub takes. But you can definitely do more than $2,000 on your phone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but on your phone, you're using a licensed betting shop or betting app.
Well,
I
things
think
might be
like
different now.
It's a black market betting
This
shop.
is gonna be like person to person, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, it's got to be gangster or something. You don't send the SWAT team around, would you, for that? I mean, come on.
Yeah, I know. The guy's called
Shot
Sal.
him dead.
Yeah.
Knocked on the door and he went, "Oh!"
unsecure Wi-Fi networks. Connecting to any wireless network you don't own or have permission to use, even if it isn't password protected, can land you in prison for at least 2 years. And you may have to pay up to at least a $10,000 fine. Considering that most modern phones and wireless devices automatically seek out and connect to nearby Wi-Fi networks, makes this an extremely easy law to break. It's extremely unlikely you'll actually be caught in the act. Despite this, there have been at least 4 known cases in the US where people have been arrested and locked up for using other people's Wi-Fi. Speaking of the internet, at number 3 is using a fake name online. It may sound stupid, but the next time you sign up to a website under the alias of Super Ninja 66, you've actually broken the law. It's considered illegal under the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act to fake your identity online and can net you between 5 and 20 years in prison. At 4 is
What's that?
Not sure about that one because everyone uses aliases on the internet.
Yeah.
It's so normal on like forums, for example. No one uses their full name, do they?
No, how does he know I'm not Super Ninja 66 though?
I don't know.
Whoever's supposed to
Exactly.
know.
Could be his name. We like on our Patreon. There's a lot of people on there. Don't use a name or anything. They have like an alias and stuff
Don't
like
tell
that.
them it's illegal, Mike. They might leave. We've got a Patreon, by the way.
Yeah. That's quick.
Disturbing material. Okay, this doesn't apply everywhere, but in some US states, for example Illinois, it is illegal to write disturbing fiction. It doesn't even matter if you publish it or not. If someone finds disturbing material like you've written and finds it offensive, you could be fined up to $1,500 and spend 30 days in jail. It's even worse in Oklahoma, where you can face up to 10 years in prison for writing a fictional story, wherein a person gets injured or killed. At 5 is a...
How does that work with movies and stuff like that? Books that come out now?
Yeah, and
strange, isn't it?
the freedom of speech in the amendment. How does that? You write in fiction. That's protected under free speech.
That's where what could be offensive to one person, another person probably wouldn't think anything of it, would they? So, who's the judge of that as well? It's bizarre.
It's these sort of vague, ambiguous laws, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where,
Yeah, it must be.
Strange one, that.
It is, isn't it?
Peculiar law you've probably broken countless times in your life. In the UK and certain US states, such as Alaska, it is actually illegal to be drunk in a pub or a bar. The law defines being drunk as having lost steady self-control.
I get my coat.
Although very few people are ever prosecuted for this, in practice the courts use markers such as glazed eyes, slurred speech and unsteadiness to determine if one...
Every night after 8 o'clock.
I'm glad you told me that. I never knew what drunkenness was. So.
What about loud and obnoxious?
I mean, I know you can get done for being drunk and disorderly in this country.
And they are clamping down on that in a big way. They're making it's becoming a little bit out of control, the way they're doing it.
Yeah, I mean, it's the most widely used drug, if you can class it as that, probably in every country in the world, apart from some maybe fundamentalist Muslim countries where they don't drink as much.
I think in general, if you have a few drinks and you just behave yourself and then go home, even if you're wobbling down the road a bit, then people don't care, do they?
Yeah, I've been watching a few police shows, and in the police shows, what they've been doing, they've been arresting everybody for drunk and disorderly, like random. I'm thinking it can't just be a pattern, and it just seems to be, and they're blaming it on mental health. So it's also like spanning back to mental health issues, and they're saying these need help now.
It's after COVID, this or post-COVID.
Yeah, it's a recent police show which I've been watching.
What's the other one that they use? Is it Section 23, where it's that's the one that they arrest everyone on, and it's just basically public order offence, and that could encapsulate absolutely anything.
Yeah. If you say to a police officer, "It wasn't me," they go, "I'll arrest you for public order."
Yeah,
and you go, "Oh fucking hell!" And you go, "Right, that's it." Swearing at a police officer.
Yeah. I did it years ago where a couple of cops on horses came up as some guys I knew were fighting, and they were fighting each other. They just
was in the Wild West.
No, honestly, it was in Hale. It was in Bowden, actually. And two cops on horses just came up and started shouting and swearing at the two guys that were fighting. And one of the guys said, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And it was a female cop. She just went, "You swear at me one more time, you're getting arrested." And it's like, you just swore at me. And she was having none of it whatsoever.
PC Karen.
isn't it?
Bitch! Trying to outrun a police horse.
Is properly badgered enough to face charges for being drunk in a pub. Number 6 is a law that you've probably contravened more than any. It is illegal to sing happy birthday in public. Why? Because it's copyrighted. In 1988, Warner Chappell Music purchased the rights to the song for $25 million, meaning restaurants that play the song have to pay royalties to Warner. Collectively, these royalties net Warner a handsome $2 million a year. In 1995, the American Society of Composers, Authors and Publishers tried to extort money from 2,300 Girl Scout groups because they regularly sang happy birthday around the campfire without paying royalties.
Outrageous.
That's crazy.
Absolutely outrageous.
I just realised why he looks familiar. He looks like a shit Gary Barlow.
Yeah, he does a bit, doesn't he, actually?
He looks more like one of those magicians that walks up to your table in a restaurant. Like, I'm trying to eat me.
Gary Barlow's brother.
Yeah. That's bad.
I mean, I know they own the music and everything, but I mean, come on, I mean,
have to sing Bon Anniversaire to you instead.
What's that?
Happy birthday to you in French.
However, the American press released a PR nightmare upon ASCAP, and they quickly backed down once they realised what utter tits they were being. And finally, in most of the US, it's illegal to possess a permanent marker or aerosol can in public if you are under the age of 18. So, if you ever took part in an arts and crafts day as a child, you're technically a hardened criminal. There was a controversial case in 2010 where a 13-year-old Oklahoma City boy was arrested for using a permanent marker in class. The teen was writing on a piece of paper using a permanent marker, and the ink had bled through onto the desk underneath. His teacher actually made a citizen's arrest on the kid, and he was handed over to the police and arrested. Thanks for the view, subscribe for more, 42.
I like that channel.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That
I think the aerosols and the permanent markers might also be a ruling over here.
Yeah, it'd be for graffiti, won't it?
No, it's for substance abuse.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, getting high on it and stuff like that. And
you're probably right.
Probably right.
Yeah, so I think I definitely know to buy an aerosol can. You have to be over 18.
Yeah.
You're probably right. Yeah, probably permanent marker again. Yeah, it probably is.
That teacher needs a slap in the face. Though.
Oh, I mean,
getting a kid arrested for that.
Just absolutely no need
there
whatsoever.
There might be more to it than just that. He might have craned in or marked on
just drawing a big dick on his piece of paper.
Loads of kids' faces. Permanent marker.
Teacher's a twat on the desk.
We've both said that word today. Not supposed to say that in our YouTube videos, are we?
Are we not?
It slipped out about 2 minutes ago from me.
It's only me. It's not said it.
Said what?
Makes a change.
Said what?
Don't begin with C. That's why you didn't say
it. Exactly.
Well, teachers. Anyway, let's move on.
Hope you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the bell. Catch you on the next one.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.